Sample problems, 5-1, day 1. Find the real, got to read that, so no imaginary numbers, roots, meaning there might be more than one, might not be. Well, the square root of 36, remember that's the area of a square. We're like, what's one side? 6. That's the geometry only answer. Now here comes the algebra part. Is there any other number, if we multiply it by itself, you get positive 36? And the answer is yeah, negative 6. So both of these work. Roots, plural. Cubic root of 125. So we've got this cube with volume, 125. What's one side of that bad boy? Well, that'd be 5. So that's one of our answers. So we have to go, oh, is negative 5 one of them? Well, if I actually multiply it all out, I get negative 125, which certainly isn't positive 125. So negative 5 is not one of my answers, only positive 5 is. Now let's look at this. You can't think in terms of volume here because that's not reality. But numerically, we just solved it right here. So what number times itself 3 times is negative 125? Negative 5. This has 1, this has 1, this has 2. All right. Two problems, little confusing about what do they want. Well, they're going to say evaluate something like this. So to get started, you're thinking, okay, what did he say? He said do that first. So that's just the square root of 25. We're going to do that first, which is 5. And that's to the first power, which is 5. Now, sometimes you're going to see in the answer key that the answer is just 5. And sometimes you're going to see that they go, oh, but there's another answer, negative 5. So it's a little bit dicey as far as like not being real clear what they want. But when they say evaluate, I notice they just want the positive root. But be aware that there might be a negative 5 in that answer as well. So when they say find real roots, it's very clear they want all possibilities. So you kind of have to meander your way through the instructions, and I give you the right to be slightly confused. Do I do both of them, one of them? So do a few, check a few, do a few, check a few, and we'll iron out the wrinkles. So this says this root of 32, do that first. Well, I mean, some number times itself 5 times to be 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could try 3. I know it's going to be small, but look, 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. So my answer to this would be 2. Now, what about negative 2, question mark? Well, a negative 5 times, remember, a negative times a negative is positive, times a negative is negative, times another negative is positive, times another negative would be negative. I hope I said that right. So that doesn't work. So this is my only answer, root, solution for that one. Last 2 sample problems, so not a bad length as far as like time goes for this video. You'll be ready to tackle those homework problems. So this negative, should that throw you? Don't let it throw you. Focus in here, good old PEMDAS, clean up the stuff in the parentheses first. And so we go, the 4th root of 16, what number times itself? 4 times is 16, that'd be 2. Then we cube it, and we go, 8. But there's a negative that comes along. That's all. Just bring the negative with it. Next problem. This is in radical form. They're going to ask you to write it in exponential form. So think of it like this. Take that y out. Know that there's a 1 there. If we followed the rules for this, we'd go, x, that's my radicand. Put the power in the top, index in the bottom. And then there's a y there, so you just have to do it again. So there's a y, 1, there. There you go, exponential form. Boom. Good luck on that homework.